So how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Once again, thank you to everyone that tuned in for the live unboxing Q&A. This is not a clickbait title. I think that I might actually return this drone. Let's get into the reasons why I don't like this drone compared to my current Mavic Pro. So first off, let's start off with the dislikes, the things that I don't like about this drone. So some of them I don't like, and some of these things I'm disappointed that it doesn't have compared to the Mavic Pro or even the DJI Spark. One, it is loud. It's loud. It's got an odd buzzing, vibrating sound that comes from these little rigid props. I don't like it. I took it outside. It would grab a lot of attention. I think it's even more obnoxious than the DJI Spark. The sound is definitely a disappointment if you're comparing it to the DJI Mavic Pro or the DJI Mavic Platinum. Next up, this came up in the live stream, the DJI Mavic Air does not have redundant compasses. Everybody knows redundant is better because if one fails, the other one's there to back you up. I don't know if they didn't put them in there because it's a smaller unit like the DJI Spark, but it's definitely a disappointment when you're comparing it to something like the DJI Mavic Pro or the Phantom series. Next up, when going through the features, there are a lot of features that are on my disappointment list because they're not there. The DJI Mavic Air does not have dynamic return to home. So dynamic return to home allows the home point to be updated dynamically or on the fly so that this drone does not fly back to the takeoff point if for some reason the home point has not been updated. Next point, when I get into the camera, there are no color profiles. Currently on the DJI Mavic Pro, I can go in and set up color profiling from vivid to log to cine, and there's about 12 of them. There's only 2 on the DJI Mavic Air, that's normal and D-Cine. Next, focus. There is no shallow focus like the DJI Spark. There is no tap to focus like the DJI Mavic Pro. There is no focus at all. Another thing, there is no battery discharge selection. So on the DJI Mavic Pro, you can set your batteries if you don't plan on flying this for a while to discharge over time, putting them into a storage mode. That way you will not damage your batteries from having them fully charged for long periods of time. Something that I already knew about when I bought the DJI Mavic Air and they changed the controller, there is no 5-directional button. But with that, there's no option to do quick pan downs or zoom with the DJI Mavic Air. Another thing that I was aware of when I bought the DJI Mavic Air, you get less customizable buttons than you do on the DJI Mavic Pro controller. But it was nice to be able to get in and do quick changes so that you didn't actually have to go into the settings menu to make quick changes like your ISO or some other features on the DJI Mavic Pro. Another missing feature from the DJI Mavic Air, no fixed wing mode. Another feature missing from the DJI Mavic Air, which is probably something that we already know, it does not have OcuSync or it does not have Light Bridge. I'm already getting some feedback that people are doing long range tests with the DJI Mavic Air and it's not getting the advertised 4 kilometers of distance. There are some things that I actually like about the drone, but because there's only a few of them, the dislikes kind of outweigh the likes on this. So one thing I do like, they did manage to put in precision landing on the DJI Mavic Air. That is something that is both on the DJI Mavic Pro and the DJI Spark. There is built-in memory for this. I believe it has 8 gigabytes of built-in memory, so if you happen to forget your memory card or you fill up your memory card, the DJI Mavic Air has 8 gigabytes of built-in storage, and the DJI Mavic Air has 3-way obstacle avoidance. It's got the sensors on the front, or actually that's the back. It's got the sensors on the back, the front, and the bottom, which is going to keep your drone a little bit safer when you're out flying around and make it a little bit harder for you to collide with something when you're doing stuff like active track. And there are a couple new features other than the new flight modes, which is the Comet and the Boomerang. There were 2 new features that I found in the settings that are not available on at least the DJI Mavic Pro, and I don't believe they're available on the DJI Spark. One of the features was that you are able to turn off all of the LEDs, even the status LED and the front LEDs when filming. And there are 3 customizable gimbal settings that you're able to set up 3 different gimbal profiles. This will allow you to set up 3 different gimbal profiles of how far you want the gimbal to pitch up or pitch down and the speed of it, which will allow you to kind of go in and do a quick change without having to go through all your settings to kind of set up your gimbal to move at the speed for what you're filming or the kind of cinematography you're trying to do. So I thought that was a cool feature. So that was just my sit-down preliminary overview of the DJI Mavic Air. Right now, the dislikes kind of outweigh the likes, and there are not many new features that I guess warrant me spending, or if I were to give you advice, warrant you spending $700 for this over a $700 Mavic Pro. But I am going to take it out and put the camera through the paces and see if there's actually any redemption in the camera. Without that focus and without the color profiles, I'm really having a hard time believing that this is going to be able to beat out the DJI Mavic Pro. I mean, the Mavic Pro does have slow motion. It only does it at 96 frames per second, and I don't film in 4K, so I don't need 100 megabits per second 4K. I'm pretty sure that if they ported the new quick shot modes from the Spark to the Mavic, they may be porting at least the Boomerang to the Mavic. I'm not sure if they'll be able to port the Comet to the Mavic because there are no rear collision sensors. But since the DJI Mavic Pro can do a droney, I'm only going to assume it could do a Comet too. Again, that's just my quick overview of the DJI Mavic Air. Take it with a grain of salt, but in my opinion right now, if you're asking me, I know a lot of you guys were asking me during the live stream which was the better drone. If you're asking me right now, $700 for this versus $700 for a DJI Mavic Pro, I'm going to go with the DJI Mavic Pro. With that said, I did buy this from Amazon, so you know, I got up to 30 days to do a lot of testing on it to see if it can change my mind. But if at the end of that 30 days I'm not impressed by it, by what I'm getting from the DJI Mavic Pro, distance, camera quality, camera options, stuff like that, I think I will be returning this and waiting for the DJI Mavic Pro 2. Hey, thanks for following the vlog. Thanks for waiting around for me to give you an overview of this drone. Hopefully I'll be able to do more testing on it and get back to you soon. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all the new subs. I will talk to you later. Bye.